Before you book that flight, listen up. If you want the full guide on Filipino relationships, grab the Philippine Dating Antidote. The link is in the description and in the top pinned comment. Now, let's talk about the women you are actually going to meet. Welcome back. I am May, broadcasting the brutal truth straight from the Philippines, and today we are uncovering the four distinct types of traditional Filipinas. Every Western man lands in Manila thinking he wants a traditional Filipina. You all say the exact same thing. But half of you do not even realize there are entirely different kinds of traditional, and choosing the wrong one will turn your peaceful retirement into a grueling full-time job you simply cannot quit. You fly thousands of miles looking for absolute loyalty, deep respect, and a woman who truly values the masculine wisdom of a mature man. Instead, you walk into a psychological minefield blindly because you treat our culture like a simple catalog. You think every sweet smile means she wants to be a devoted wife. That is a very expensive delusion. In the next few minutes, I will expose the four distinct profiles of women you will encounter here. I will hand you the exact blueprint to identify who wants a strong partner and who is just hunting for a naive foreign sponsor to fund her entire village. Your bank account and your sanity depend entirely on knowing this crucial difference. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and pay very close attention. You step off the plane, the tropical air hits you, and suddenly, you feel like a king. The dating apps are overflowing with beautiful young faces calling you handsome, swearing they prefer older men. It feels like a paradise where the cruel rules of Western dating simply do not apply. Let me crush that delusion right now. That romanticized vision you packed in your suitcase? It is a manufactured illusion, designed specifically to keep your guard completely down and your wallet wide open. The dark truth behind those sweet greetings is a brutal machinery of intense family financial pressures, local survival tactics, and a desperate race to secure a comfortable future. But look at me and listen carefully. If you have been caught in this web before, it is not your fault. You are an honest man. You spent decades working your hands to the bone, building your wealth in a society where a promise still means something. You come here expecting a word to be a bond. I know you are exhausted from the cold dating games back home. You are tired of feeling invisible or discarded just because you have life experience. I know the heavy weight of that loneliness. You simply crave genuine respect, real intimacy, and a loyal companion to share your golden years with. You are not asking for the impossible. When you buy into the mirage, it is because you are navigating a jungle of survival with a trusting heart. You drop your armor because you desperately want the fantasy to be true. But fantasies do not hold your hand, and they definitely do not protect your retirement funds. That stops today. You do not have to walk through this minefield blindfolded anymore. I am standing right beside you, and I am handing you the map. I will show you how to see the truth. But before I reveal the absolute worst trap waiting for you, you must understand exactly what is on the menu. Let us make this incredibly simple. Navigating the dating scene here is exactly like walking into a steaming local carinderia, our traditional neighborhood eateries, completely blindfolded. You step inside, follow the delicious smell, hear the sizzling pans, and point blindly at a pot saying, "I want that one." Back in the West, dating is like a predictable supermarket. Everything has a clear nutritional label. If a woman is a headache, she broadcasts her red flags online within 5 minutes. But here, Survival is an ancient art form. When you sit down at the carinderia of Philippine dating, there are no ingredient labels to protect you. The smiling lady behind the counter is not going to warn you. Everything looks visually appetizing. Everything smells exactly like that deeply traditional, comforting experience you have been starving for. But if you do not know the secret recipe bubbling inside that clay pot, you are going to swallow something that will burn your insides out. You cannot simply order a traditional woman and expect a standard meal. Some dishes are pure, sweet desserts that will comfort you for life. Others are incredibly spicy concoctions wrapped beautifully in a banana leaf, the kind that requires a cast iron stomach, a massive bank account, and the patience of a saint to digest. If you grab the wrong plate because you were thinking with your bottomless appetite, you will be choking on the bill for years. You need to take off the tourist blindfold and learn to read the local menu. I am going to serve you the 4 distinct flavors of traditional Filipinas. Pay close attention because identifying which one is sitting across your table is the only thing standing between a peaceful retirement and permanent financial heartburn. Let us start with dish number 1, the promdi, our local slang for the province girl. She is the ultimate fantasy for most of you. Raised far from the city, deeply family-oriented, incredibly shy, and carrying those pure traditional values you desperately crave. But here is the hidden trap. You assume she is simple and undemanding. The truth? Her loyalty is fierce, but it belongs entirely to her bloodline first. In the provinces, survival is a team sport. Take her out of the rice fields, and you are not just acquiring a devoted wife. You are marrying an extended family. Uncles and cousins you have never met will suddenly have mysterious medical emergencies the moment your pension clears. You think you are getting a quiet companion, but you are actually applying for the position of village chief and supreme ATM. You will quickly find yourself managing a full-scale rural sponsorship program. To survive this, establish absolute financial boundaries on day 1. Do not start watering the family tree with your hard-earned savings. If she threatens to leave because you cut off the village, let her walk. You are looking for a wife, not a charity foundation. Now, let us move to dish number 2. The city professional. You will find her in Manila or Cebu, working the night shift in a call center or climbing the corporate ladder. She speaks fluent English and is fiercely modern while still clinging to traditional core values. Because she actually has options, she knows her market value. She is not desperately seeking a foreign savior. She wants a strategic financial upgrade and a mature partner. Many men make the fatal mistake of flashing cash, thinking she will be blinded by a few $100s. She deals with corporate budgets all day. Your dinner tab does not impress her. Treat her like a cheap commodity, and she will categorize you as a temporary stepping stone. You will get to park your car in her garage a few times, but you will never hold the title to the property. To win here, drop the rich foreigner act. Treat her like an equal partner in a merger and acquisition. Show her your stability and calm maturity. That is what makes her weak in the knees. Dish number 3 is the devout conservative, the traditional church girl. Religion dictates every single breath she takes. She is highly moral, deeply rooted in her community, and playing for keeps. Her hidden motive is not money. It is social reputation and absolute, legally binding commitment. Let me be brutally clear. If you just got off the plane looking to casually sample the goods, or take her for a quick test drive to see how the engine purrs, back away from this table right now. If you push for intimacy before a strict timeline is met, the wrath of her entire congregation will fall upon you. I have seen older men completely humiliated because they thought they could charm a conservative girl into the bedroom with a nice dinner. She demands a long-term investment. You either meet the parents, put a ring on it, and respect her ironclad boundaries, or you leave her alone. Do not play games with the church girl. Figuring out who is sitting across the table takes time and expensive mistakes. If you want the ultimate cheat sheet to read these women instantly, grab the Philippine Dating Antidote. The link is in the description and the top pinned comment. This leads us to the most dangerous trap of all. You might be expecting the fourth type to be the single mother. No. Dish number 4 is a toxic poison wrapped in gold foil. I call her the chameleon, the illusionist. The terrifying truth is that she has no fixed personality whatsoever. Her entire survival strategy is based on aggressively reading foreign men. She is an apex predator of human psychology. Within 10 minutes, she will figure out exactly which of the first 3 types you desperately want her to be. If you want the shy province girl, she will look down, blush, and talk about family. If you want the modern professional, she will suddenly sound ambitious. She will mirror your deepest desires flawlessly until your guard is down and your wallet is completely empty. Men who fall for her swear they found their soulmate because she never disagrees and caters to every fantasy. That is the illusion. You are not dating a woman. You are dating a reflection of your own lonely ego. How do you beat the chameleon? Test her unpredictably. Say no to something she expects. Change your mind abruptly. A real woman will show frustration or push back. The chameleon will instantly adapt and agree with your new stance without missing a beat. When the mask is that perfect, you are dealing with a professional. Run. Now, listen to me very carefully, because what I am about to say is going to hurt. We have talked about the province girl's family taxes, the modern professional's expectations, the conservative's strict rules, and the terrifying illusion of the chameleon. You are sitting there thinking you are the innocent prey in a jungle of predators. But here is the massive, uncomfortable plot twist that no one in this industry will ever tell you. The most dangerous scammer in the Philippines is not a 25-year-old girl with a fake smile. The ultimate scammer is your own inflated ego. Yes, I said it. You fly across the globe, deeply wounded by the brutal dating market back home, and you bring your retirement savings like a loaded weapon. You start dangling the shopping trips, the fine dining, the promise of a visa, and the imported chocolates. You establish a relationship built entirely on a financial transaction because, deep down, you are terrified that your life experience alone is not enough. You buy the fantasy. And then, you have the audacity to act shocked and betrayed when she treats you like a personal ATM. You are the one who wrote the rules of the game. You trained her to love your wallet because you were too scared to see if she could love the man holding it. You cannot buy genuine, burning desire. You cannot purchase a soulmate. If you want a traditional woman who looks at your gray hair and sees a pillar of strength, wisdom, and absolute security, you have to stop leading with your bank account. You must have the cold, terrifying courage to say no, to walk away, to let her prove her loyalty when the cash flow abruptly stops. Strip away the financial leverage. If you want real love, you have to risk being evaluated as a normal man, not celebrated as a walking lottery ticket. Take a deep breath. I know the last few minutes might have felt like a punch to the gut. We just walked through the brutal traps, the shifting illusions, and the harsh mirror of your own ego. You might be sitting there feeling exhausted or even cynical, wondering if packing your bags is still worth the risk. Listen to me very closely. Do not let fear steal your hope. Despite all the shadows, the Philippines is absolutely still the greatest place on earth for a good man to find true, unwavering love. There are thousands of phenomenal, deeply loyal, and incredibly affectionate women here, actively praying for a man exactly like you. You must understand that being in your 60s is not a disadvantage. It is the absolute peak of your value. Your gray hair represents hard-won wisdom. Your calm demeanor offers the emotional anchor they crave, something they simply cannot find in immature, local 20-year-old boys who have no idea how to treat a woman. You have survived storms, and that stability makes you infinitely more attractive. You are a king who deserves the right queen. Now that you have the map and can clearly see the hidden potholes, you can finally relax and enjoy the drive. No one is perfect, and we all make mistakes, but genuine cross-cultural love happens every single day for men who are smart and patient. You are ready. So, tell me the truth in the comments. Which of these 4 women have you already encountered, and how much did that lesson cost you? Your story might save another man from the exact same mistake. To stop guessing and start testing her true intentions, grab the Philippine Dating Antidote. The link is in the description and the top pinned comment. My only mission here is to make this world a little less lonely, helping genuinely good men like you find real, unshakable companionship. If my advice saved you a massive headache today, consider leaving a small tip to buy me a cold bottle of Red Horse beer or a bucket of Jollibee chicken. I am just a normal girl trying to watch your back in this wild jungle. Stay smart, Kuya. Good luck, and I will see you in the next one.